Let it breathe.
Eyes on me, I can feel that stare. Every move I make pulls you there. No words, just the rhythm and heat. You bite your lip, I move to the beat. Slow fire, I burn in your kiss. By top, no need to afraid. Want control, but I'm the game. Whisper my name, whisper my name. Skin to skin, a silent storm. Every breath feels wild, feels warm. You touch, I lead the sweet sins. In this room, there's no pretend. Fire, I burn in your game. Body top, no need to afraid. You want control, but I'm the game. Whisper my name, whisper my name. Don't rush, we got time to fall. One touch and you lose it all. Eyes closed, feel the flame grow. You and me, slow fire. Oh yeah. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Let it burn. Slow fire.
Yeah, yeah. Lights low, all eyes on me. Oh. Step in the room, he starts to rise. Every heartbeat synchronized. Shirt unbuttoned, skin like flame. You know my body, you know my name. It's showtime, baby, watch me move. I'm the rhythm, I'm the groove. You can't look away, I know you try. Cause I'm the fantasy in your eyes. Never loved, I love back. Confidence dripping, no need to act. Hands trace lines down my chest. Every motion smooth finesse. So too. Whoa, yeah. Yeah. It's showtime, baby, watch me move. I'm the rhythm, I'm the groove. You can't look away, I know you try. Cause I'm the fantasy in your eyes. No words, just heat and sound. Slow grind, spin me around. Your pulses lights collide. Welcome to my darker side. Yeah. Spotlight, mine tonight. One look and you're hypnotized. Showtime, now lose your mind. frecuencia, siente el ritmo. Soy yo. Oh, no. Entro despacio, la mirada te quema. Tu respiración se vuelve mi tema. Luces bajan, el cuerpo habla. Cada paso mío tu alma se exhala. El sudor brilla, la piel responde. Tus ojos me siguen, nada se esconde. No hay palabras, solo calor. Tú sabes bien quién tiene el control.
Siente el pulso, siente el fuego. No hay escape, ven al juego. Tu deseo marca el compás y mi cuerpo no te dejará en paz.
Fuego lento, ando sin dolor. Tú y yo bailando, perdiendo el control. Tu cuerpo llama, mi piel contestó. Fuego lento, soy
tentación.
Deslizo mis manos, caen al suelo. El ritmo es pecado, el aire desvelo. Tu voz tiembla, pides más. Mis sombras bailan sobre tu paz.
Soy el trueno tras el temblor, el veneno dulce del amor. Te miro cerca, pierde razón. Soy tormenta y redención.
Fuego lento, quemando sin dolor. Tú y yo bailando, perdiendo el control. Tu cuerpo llama, mi piel contestó. Fuego lento,
soy tentación.
no digas nada. Deja que el cuerpo hable. Cada respiración un mensaje. Cada mirada un viaje.
Te acerco más, tu pulso vuela. Tu piel arde, mi voz consuela. Entre el humo y la pasión no hay pecado, solo emoción. Soy tu sueño, soy tu rival, tu deseo más carnal. El ritmo manda, pierdes el rol. Yo te domino, yo soy el sol. Fuego lento,
Sin final.
esta noche soy tu mar. Tu voz se apaga, queda el temblor y mi nombre en tu corazón.
Lights fade. It's just you and me now. The room goes quiet, heartbeat loud. Every move I make pulls the crowd. Sweat on my skin, heat in the air. Yeah. Your eyes trace every breath I wear. You say nothing but I hear it clear. Your silence whispers what you feel. Yeah. You want control but I take the lead. You want the fire, I plant the seed. Close your eyes, feel the sound. Every step shakes the ground. I'm not the dream you can't escape. I'm the craving you can't break. touch, crave the flame. Every heartbeat calls my name. You lose yourself when I move slow. You crave the fire, you let it show. You crave the fire, you let it show. My hands slide down, tension grows. Every breath is rhythm that flows. The lights turn red, the music's high. You tremble when I lock your eyes. You say stop, but your body pleads. You're trapped inside a heated breeze. I'm not love, I'm temptation's call. You wanted one taste, now you want it all. You can't hide from what you feel. The fantasies become too real. Every second, every sign, you fall deeper, spellbound. You crave the touch, crave the flame. Every heartbeat calls my name. You lose yourself when I move slow. You crave the fire, you let it show. Don't think, just breathe. This isn't love, it's heat beneath. Your world fades, my world begins. You lose control as the darkness bends. Your heartbeat sinks to mine. We melt in rhythm and lost in time. This moment's more than you can take. You break, I make, that's how we aim. Yeah. You wanted this, I feel it. Every inch, every move. The floor is a stage, the lights a sin. I pull you closer, you give in. My shadow moves like liquid heat. You follow where our bodies meet. No tomorrow, no restraint. Just desire without complaint. Every whisper fuels a burn. Every motion makes you yearn. You taste the danger, love the pain. Lose yourself, forget your name. I'm not a man, I'm the flame itself. You asked for heaven, I gave you hell. You crave the touch, crave the flame. Every heartbeat calls my name. You lose yourself when I move slow. You crave the fire, you let it show. You crave control, but I take command. You fall apart where I still stand. You wanted the thrill, now you know. You crave the fire and I'm the show. Yeah, lights out, but the heat remains. You're craving me again.
Lights down low, neon on your skin. Slow drums hit like a heartbeat sing. You're in the front row, frozen in your seat, while I trace the rhythm with my hands and feet. Smoke in the air, but I see you clear. Every little breath pulling me near. You bite your lip like you already know. Once the bass hits deep, I won't let you go. You came for a show, but you stayed for the feeling. Every move I make has your heartbeat reeling. If I step to you, you won't walk away. You'll be trapped in the spell of this velvet stage. Let me make my confessions on the floor tonight. Every slow grind, every look in your eyes. I'll undress your guard under silver lights. Nothing but the truth in this body and mind. You don't need salvation, just a little temptation. Let me ride on your skin with my dedication. These velvet stage confessions, slow and real.
I'll make you believe in every
I move to the groove like a holy test. You raise your drink, but your head still shake. Like you're not sure how much more you can take. The DJ fades, but my voice stays on. I let the notes linger long after they're gone. I snap, you exhale, our pulses align like the whole room bends to your body and mind. You came for a show, now you're stuck in the moment. You can't taste the bass, but you still want more of it.
If I pull you close, you won't turn away. You'll dissolve in the dark of this velvet stage.
Let me make my confessions on the floor tonight. Every slow grind, every look in your eyes. I'll undress your guard under silver lights. Nothing but the truth in this body and mind. You don't need salvation, just a little temptation. Let me ride on your skin with my dedication. These velvet stage confessions, slow and read everything you feed. Tell me, do you like it when I take my time? When the beat pulls back and the bass still climbs. When the room falls quiet but I'm in your head, whispering the lines you replay in bed.
No rush, no rules, no need to pretend. Just you in this rhythm that will never end. Close your eyes and surrender the night. I'll hold your secrets in the blue stage light.
Let me make my confessions on the floor tonight. Every slow grind, every look in your eyes. I'll undress your guard under silver lights. Nothing but the truth in this body and mind. You don't need salvation, just a little temptation. Let me ride on your skin with my dedication. These velvet stage confessions, slow and read. When the last chord fades and the curtains close, you still hear my name echo under your clothes. If you ever come back to this sacred place, I'll be waiting in the dark with the same slow pace. One more song, one more danger versus touch. All this velvet stay too much, it's not enough.
Red lights trace the outline of my frame. Silk on my skin, whispering your name. I see you watching from the second row. Your pulse rising with every sway I throw. Shadows curl around my hips like lace. Bass hits deep, I feel it in my waist. I lift my chin, let the moment breathe. You lean forward like you wanna believe. You're caught in the rhythm, lost in the fire. Pulled by the slow burn of unspoken desire. If I step closer, would you stay for the fall? Would you let my heart beat? Answer it all. Come into my crimson velvet night, where every move glows under low red light. I'll pull you in slow, let the tension ignite. Nothing rushed, just bodies aligned in this crimson velvet night. Let me be the spark that rewrites your life. Touch the rhythm, taste the shine. Baby, lose yourself in this crimson velvet night. My hair flows wild when the beat pulls back, sliding through the air like a midnight attack. Your eyes stay locked, you're barely breathing, trying to hide the truth you're feeling. I trace the stage like I own your soul. Every turn I make keeps you losing control. The room melts down to just you and me, floating in heat, dripping chemistry. Yeah, I see your thoughts in the curve of your smile. You want something deeper, something worthwhile. passion blooms. How two heartbeats can fill a room. Whispers on your skin, warm and low. A secret only the shadows know. Follow me deeper, don't compromise. Truth is burning in your eyes. Come into my crimson velvet night. Where we move close under the red light. I'll pull you in slow, let the tension ignite. Nothing rush, just bodies align. In this crimson velvet light. Let me be the spark that rewrites your life. Touch the rhythm, taste the shine. Baby, lose yourself in this crimson velvet night. When the curtain falls and the lights fade down, you'll still feel my voice wrapping you around. If you ever return to this aching light, I'll meet you again in the crimson velvet night. Spotlight drops and the crowd leans in. Leather on my hips, fire on my skin. I see you watching from the front row glow. Your breath itching every time I move slow. The bass hits deep like a heartbeat tease. I roll my shoulders just to make you freeze. One step closer, you grip your chair. Baby, I can feel your pulse from here. You want control, but you're losing the fight. Cause I'm reading every tremble in your body tonight. If I slide down low, will you dare to stay? Or will the heat pull every fear away? Let me take you to the heat line, slow burn. Where every touch is something you wanna learn. I'll drop to the floor, make your heartbeat turn. Baby, watch me while your insides churn. On the heat line, slow burn. Where the lights flash red and the shadows yearn. I'll move for you till your bones confirm. You're addicted to my heat line, slow burn. I run my hands up, tracing my ways. Eyes follow every inch I taste. I pull my jacket off, let it fall like sin. The whole room melts, but you're locked in. Your lips part soft when I bend my knees. A slow motion fantasy built to please. I lift my chin, give you a wicked smile. This stage was made to drive you wild. I see desire dripping down your frame. A silent confession you don't need to name. If I grab your hand and put you near, would your heartbeat break or disappear? Let me take you to the heat line, slow burn. Where every touch is something you wanna learn. I'll drop to the floor, make your heartbeat turn. Baby, watch me while your insides churn. On the heat line, slow burn. Where the lights flash red and the shadows yearn. I'll move for you till your bones confirm. You're addicted to my heat line, slow burn. Yeah, let the drums slow down, let the heat rise up. Let the sweat trace lines, you can interrupt. Let my body speak the truth you crave. No hesitation, no need to behave. Lean back, baby, watch me ignite. Your fantasies alive tonight. Drop to the floor, baby, watch me while your insides shine. Slow burn, where the lights flash red and the shadows yearn. I'll move for you till your bones turn firm. You're addicted to my heat line, slow burn. When the curtains close and the night resets, just to feel the fire where my silhouette rests. And when you need that burn to return, I'll be waiting on the heat line, slow burn. molten gold. Your eyes on me, hungry and bold. I drag my fingers down my thighs, slow enough to make you sigh. Leather clinks tight as I take my stance. Rhythm in my hips, a dangerous dance. Your breath stumbles when I roll my spine. Baby, tonight your pulse is mine. I see you grip tighten on your seat, like you're bracing for the next slow beat. If I step off the stage, close the space, would you handle the fire burning in my face? Welcome to the velvet heat ritual, where every move feels criminal. I'll bend low, body subliminal, make your heart beat unpredictable. In this velvet heat ritual, I'll show you what's irresistible. Let desire be a visual. Tonight, unforgivable. I lift my shirt just an inch or two, yeah. Your pupils widen, yeah, I see you. The music drops, my body sinks. Your sanity hanging on the smallest link. My head falls forward as I slide and rise, tracing temptation across your eyes. Every step designed to break your calm, a slow disaster licking your palm. You're leaning closer without a thought, already caught in the web I'm caught. If I touch your chin and tilt your head, would you follow where this hunger led? Welcome to the velvet heat ritual, where every move feels criminal. I've been low, body subliminal, make your heart beat unpredictable. In this velvet heat ritual, I'll show you what's irresistible. Let desire be habitual. Tonight, I'm unforgivable. Let the bass fall silent now, let the sweat trace down my brow. Let the room forget its name, just heat and shadows in a flame. One more step and you'll confess every craving you suppress. No escape from this magnetic pull, I make fantasy tangible. Welcome to the velvet heat ritual, where every move feels criminal. I've been low, body subliminal, make your heart beat unpredictable. In this velvet heat ritual, I'll show you what's irresistible. Let desire be habitual. Tonight, I'm unforgivable. When the curtain drops, and you gasp for air, you'll still feel my hands everywhere. Come back whenever you need something primal. I'll begin the ritual and make it final. The lights flicker soft like the test in your will. My shadow bends slow while the room stands still. I glide a hand across my ribcage line, letting every inch speak instead of a sigh. Your focus locks tight, you forget to blink. You drink me in deeper than your favorite drink. I turn my backdrop, go to the groove. Baby, I can feel your heartbeat approve. Your breath lifts when drag my heel, like you're caught between danger and something real. If I pull you closer by your sleeve tonight, would you surrender to the heat of fire? Step into myself, voltage fever, where the pulse hits sharp and the touch runs deeper. I'll move slow, make your senses believer, turn your calm into a wild fast sleeper. This is massive voltage fever, where restraint slips off like a careless teaser. Let your guard fall, be the receiver of every spark from my silk voltage fever. I slide my jacket down with a lazy sway, let temptation drip in a quiet display. A little smirk cracks the edge of my lips, while the bass climbs under my jolting hips. Your fingers twitch like you're reaching for more, barely holding back from crossing the floor. The air between us thick as smoke. I see your throat tense when I change pace. Slow rotate I circle you once and stop behind? Would you admit what's on your mind? Step into my self-voltage fever, where the pulse hits sharp and the touch runs deeper. I'll move slow, make your senses believer, turn your calm into a Wi-Fi sleeper. This is my self-voltage fever, where restraint slips off like a careless teaser. Let your guard fall, be the receiver of every spark from my self-voltage fever. Let the rhythm hover low and tight, let your nerves stand up under neon light. Let my breath skim the curve of your ear, a silent promise only you can hear. I'll trace the truth you tried to hide, pressing desire right into your side. One last drop, then the room erupts. This fever always corrupts. Step into my silk voltage fever, where the pulse hits sharp and the touch runs deeper. I move slow, make your senses believer, turn your calm into a Wi-Fi sleeper. This is my silk voltage fever, where restraint slips off like a careless teaser. Let your guard fall, be the receiver of every spark from my silk voltage fever. When the curtains fall and the night grows thin, you'll still feel the imprint on your skin. Whenever you crave that electric shiver, return to me. In the silk voltage fever.
Moonlight spills across my skin like a tear. I take one step forward, slow enough to snare. Your gaze climbs on me like a rising flame. Every inch you study whispers my name. I turn my hips with a steady velvet slide. Keep building strong on the inside. Your fingers curl as I drag my frame, already playing you like a quiet game. Your breath shifts when I tilt my head, a silent confession you left unsaid. If I glide closer, chest to your line, would you hold your ground across and do my home?
Come into this moonlit tension flow, where the rhythm pulls hard and the movements glow. I'll take it slow, let your heartbeat show. Baby, follow me where your guard can't go. Join my moonlit tension flow, where the shadows tease and the sparks run low. Let desire prove what you already know. You're drowning in this moonlit tension flow.
I roll my shoulders back, unbothered smooth. Every gesture crafted to make you move. A single finger trails down my throat, and your restraint starts slipping by the nose. The bass grows dark and my steps align, creating patterns meant to intertwine. I arch my back, let the moment rise. Your self-control cracks right behind your eyes. I feel your pulse from across the room, growing louder than a speaker's boom. If I led your chin with just one touch, would you crumble craving too much?
Come into this moonlit tension flow, where the rhythm pulls hard and the movements glow. I'll take it slow, let your heartbeat show. Baby, follow me where your guard can't go. Join my moonlit tension flow, where the shadows tease and the sparks run low. Let desire prove what you already know. You're drowning in this moonlit tension flow.
Let the music soften down to a hum, let anticipation numb your tongue.
attention flow. When the lights rise in the night trees, you'll still feel echoes in your heartbeat. Return whenever you need that slow. I'll be waiting in the moonlit attention flow.
The spotlight cracks alive in a silver burst, and I step forward slow, letting hunger come first. Your breath shifts a second, I lower my hips like the room tightens around your parted lips. I drag my hand up through my center line, letting the tease curl up your spine. Your gaze locks hard on every move I show. Quiet confession in the undertow. You leaning in close like your body forgot it. Caught in a pull you never asked for but got it. If I slide near enough for our warmth to me, would you hold your ground or lose your beat? Welcome to the static glow fever. Tension is sharp and the steps run deeper. I pull you under like a slow burn lever. Soft to the touch but dangerous in measure. In this static glow fever, let the shadows push you closer, eager. Lose control, don't be a believer. Just fall in to the static glow fever. The bass dips low and I shift my weight. Stretching each second you can recreate. I slip my jacket down with a quiet tease. Your posture breaks in tiny degrees. I arch my back, let my fingers trail. Heat rising thick like a whispered tale. Your pulse stutters when I claim the floor. Choreography sculpted to ask for more. Your shoulders lift like you're trying to breathe, held between desire and what you believe. If I touch your jaw with a gentle press, would every defense turn meaningless? Welcome to the static glow fever. Tension hits sharp and the steps run deeper. I'll pull you under like a slow burn lever. Soft to the touch but dangerous in measure. In this static glow fever, let the shadows push you closer, eager. Lose control, don't be a believer. Just fall in to the static glow fever. Let the lights fade down to a molten you. Let the room dissolve till it's just me and you. I'll circle once, dropping low and tight, leaving heat suspended in the night. Your silence speaks louder than breath, a pulse caught dancing on the edge of death. One final turn and you're already mine, bound by the tension and perfect design. Welcome to the static glow fever. Tension hits sharp and the steps run deeper. I'll pull you under like a slow burn lever. Soft to the touch but dangerous in measure. In this static glow fever, let the shadows push you closer, eager. Lose control, don't be a believer. Just fall in to the static glow fever. When the music fades and the heat runs thin, you'll still feel echoes burning on your skin. Come back whenever the night feels deeper. I'll reignite your static glow fever. Floor lights spark like mercury in motion, flowing up my legs in a slow rising ocean. I drag my palm across the curve of my hip, letting heat collect at the edge of my grip. You watch my silhouette carve through the haze, a living pose, moving in liquid waves. I tilt my head, let my shoulder dip. Your focus tightens with every shift. Your body reacts before you allow. Drawn to the tempo, threading through you now. If I stop in front of you, close but slide, would your restraint survive the night? Step into this mercury skin rhythm, where touch is a language and heat is a system. I'll guide you slow till your pulse can't resist. These movements built up in your wisdom. In my mercury skin rhythm, let your guard slide off without a question. Lose yourself in this rising prism, held inside my mercury skin rhythm. I rotate low, letting the motion unwind, painting a story in the shape of my spine. A single strap falls loose from my side, setting off attention you fail to hide. The bass rolls deep as I drag my knee across the stage with controlled energy. Your throat tightens when I turn around, a private moment in a public ground. I sense you leaning into the burn, waiting to see which way I'll turn. If I trace your wrist with a subtle glide, would you follow instinct or run too high? Step into this mercury skin rhythm, where touch is a language and heat is a system. I'll guide you slow till your pulse can't resist them. These movements built up in your wisdom. In my mercury skin rhythm, let your guard slide off without a question. Lose yourself in this rising prism, held inside my mercury skin rhythm. Let the tempo drop to a molten hum. Let anticipation make your body numb. I'll circle once, close enough to taste the warmth drifting off your waist. Every inch between us pulls tight, like silver rising through moonlit night. You breathe my name without a sound, a confession hidden in surround. Step into this mercury skin rhythm, where touch is a language and heat is a system. I'll guide you slow till your pulse can't resist them. These movements built up in your wisdom. In my mercury skin rhythm, let your guard slide off without a question. Lose yourself in this rising prism, held inside my mercury skin rhythm. When the lights fade down and the crowd thins, you'll still feel like we'll simmer on your skin. Return when your calm starts wearing thin. I'll draw you back to the mercury within. The room falls quiet when the setting drops. A single spotlight tracing on my softest spots. I drag my fingertips along my ribs slow, letting the warmth rise steady, show by show. Your posture shifts like you caught me breath, eyes following every turn with quiet depth. I pivot once, let my shoulder fall. A signal skies as a subtle call. You don't speak, but your pulse gives way, revealing everything you meant to stay. If I close the gap with a downward glide, would you keep still or slip inside? Welcome to the satin amber drip, where every motion gives a night a lift. I'll draw you in with a burning riff, soft in texture, heavy in gift. In this satin amber drip, let your restraint loose and shift by shift. Lose your guard to the smallest lift, fall into the satin amber drip. Yeah, went into the satin amber drip. I arch my spine with a molten grace, letting slow fire travel across my face. My hands trace patterns across my thighs, painting a rhythm that steals your eyes. You lean forward like you feel the steam, pulled by a pulse running underneath the seam. I slide one foot, let my hips realign, and you break focus with a silent sign. You're wrapped in heat you can't unfeel, captured by tension that feels too real. If I brush your chest with the edge of my palm, would your composure stay or disarm? Welcome to the satin amber drip, where every motion gives a night a lift. I'll draw you in with a burning riff, soft in texture, heavy in gift. In this satin amber drip, let your restraint loose and shift by shift. Lose your guard to the smallest lift, fall into the satin amber drip. Let the bass dissolve in a velvet tone, let the moment thicken muscle and bone. I'll circle you lightly, slow as smoke, my breath warming every word unspoken. Your heartbeat rises, a trembling arc, a confession glowing inside the dark. One last slide and I claim the air, feet suspended everywhere. Welcome to this satin amber drip, where every motion gives the night a lift. I'll draw you in with a burning riff, soft in texture, heavy in gift. In this satin amber drip, let your restraint loose and shift by shift. Lose your guard to the smallest lift, fall into the satin amber drip. When the music fades and the lights recede, you'll still feel the warmth you didn't conceive. Whenever you long for the hidden gift, come find me in the satin amber drip.
Copper lights flick across the polished floor, casting warm reflections. I let you explore. I slide a hand slowly up my side, letting every inch of movement coincide. Your focus settles like a weight on my skin, a tide pulling me out, drawing you in. I pivot once, let my shoulder lean, turning the room into a
private scene. Your breath softens as the rhythm starts, revealing sparks you kept in guarded parts. If I close the space with a steady pace, would you stay upright or lose your place? Step into this copper heat serenade, where bodies speak in a glowing break. I'll guide you slow through this burning shade. Every motion crafted, every whisper made.
Yeah, in this copper heat serenade, let hesitation bend and slowly fade. Lose your balance in the dance we create, held inside this copper heat serenade.
I roll my hips with a molten sweep, letting the tempo slide in rich and deep. My fingers travel down my thigh, marking a trail that steals your eye. The bass grows thick, almost a sigh, and you lean forward without knowing why. I draw a circle in the smoky air, a silent invitation hanging there. You brace yourself as I trace the line, a measured step designed to intertwine. If I lift your chin with a gentle glide, would the tension hold or override? Step into this copper heat serenade, where bodies speak in a glowing break. I'll guide you slow through this burning shade. Every motion crafted, every whisper made.
In this copper heat serenade, let hesitation bend and slowly fade. Lose your balance in the dance we create, held inside this copper heat serenade.
Let the music dim to a velvet hum, let desire echo where words stay numb. I'll drift around you like a rising flame, each soft rotation calling your name. Your pulse responds before you agree, a rhythm shared in quiet decree. One final sweep and the moment binds, heat written silently between our lines. Step into this copper heat serenade, where bodies speak in a glowing break. I'll guide you slow through this burning shade. Every motion crafted, every whisper made.
In this copper heat serenade, let hesitation bend and slowly fade. Lose your balance in the dance we create, held inside this copper heat serenade.
When the lights dim down and the night unwinds, you'll still feel warm, tracing all your lines. Return when your calm starts to degrade. I'll be waiting with the copper heat serenade. City and lights ripple across my frame, cold and glossy, feeding your flame. I drag my fingers down my abdomen slow, letting a quiet tremor rise and glow. Your eyes tighten, fixed to my pace. Silent hunger carved across your face. I lean to the left with a measured turn, letting the heat between us start to burn. You shift forward like you're losing track, drawn to the current, pulling you back. If I step closer with a slow incline, would you stay composed or cross the line? Fall into this obsidian body reverie, where every moment rewrites gravity. I'll guide you low with soft audacity. Your pulse designed to steal your clarity. In this obsidian body reverie, let your guard melt without apology. Lose control in the sway you see, held inside this body reverie. I trace a path from my neck to my waist, letting anticipation gather in taste. My steps glide smooth like liquid stone, echoing warmth through your tightened tone. You breathe out sharp when I dip and rise, a trembling truth hiding in your eyes. I slide up behind my back, letting the rhythm shift and attack. Your pulse jumps as the bass grows near, revealing everything you try to steer. If I brush your arm with the back of my hand, would you stay steady or fail to enter the obsidian body reverie, where every movement rewrites gravity. I'll guide you low with soft audacity. Your pulse designed to steal your clarity. In this obsidian body reverie, let your guard melt without apology. Lose control in this way you see, held inside this body reverie. Let the music thin into a subtle hush, let the silence throb with a darker rush. I drip around you with a molten slow, leaving one behind everywhere I go. Your restraint slips further each time I turn, a soft unraveling built to yearn. One final lean, drawn close but free, tension humming in pure secrets. To the obsidian body reverie, where every movement rewrites gravity. I'll guide you low with soft audacity. Your pulse designed to steal your clarity. In this obsidian body reverie, let your guard melt without apology. Lose control in this way you see, held inside this body reverie. When the sun dissolves and a room grows still, you'll feel heat tracing you at will. Return when the night calls quiet, I'll pull you back to this body reverie. The room hums like a hidden command, a velvet vibration slipping through the band. I take one step, slow enough to tease, letting the air around us tighten and seize. My finger first skim the edge of my thigh, drawing your focus in a magnetic line. I tilt my neck, let the motion linger, a subtle trigger guided by my finger. Your shoulders shift like you felt the pull, a quiet surrender you can't ignore. If I move closer with a steady glide, would you keep still or collide?
Come into this midnight silk frequency, where every motion shapes the chemistry. I'll pull you deeper with gentle velocity, heat rising slow, built with precision artistry.
In this midnight silk frequency, let hesitation fade effortlessly. Lose yourself in a pulse of intimacy, held inside this silk frequency. I bend my knee with a molten slide, letting the rhythm travel through my side. My hand traces patterns down my waist, drawing a silhouette your thoughts can't erase. You lean forward like the air turned warm, caught in the shift of my controlled form. I sweep my hair back in a quiet arc, gesture glowing through the dark. Your breath hitches as the bass grows near, revealing truths you meant to keep clear. If I touch your wrist with a single brush, would your restraint sink or rise?
Come into this midnight silk frequency, where every motion shapes the chemistry. I'll pull you deeper with gentle velocity. Heat rising slow, built with precision artistry.
In this midnight silk frequency, let hesitation fade effortlessly. Lose yourself in a closer intimacy, held inside this silk frequency. Let the tempo fall into a glowing hush, a quiet current spreading in a slow hush. I circle once, letting distance shrink, heat collecting at the edge of the brain. Your gaze follows like a tether line, suspended in motion, almost divine. One final breath, shared silently, the spark complete in secrecy. Come into this midnight silk frequency,
Where every motion shapes the chemistry. I'll pull you deeper with gentle velocity. Heat rising slow, built with precision artistry.
in this midnight silk frequency, let hesitation fade effortlessly. Lose yourself in the pulse of intimacy, held inside this silk frequency. When the crowd dissolves and the night resets, you still feel echoes setting on your chest. Return when your calm loses currency.